Welcome to Winston-Salem and another stop along Tobacco Road, which is home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and the fans have been ready to get things started since early in the day. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Wake Forest's offense will get the first crack at it here. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's McMillan. They get him down after he makes the catch. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic and all the memories.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Makes the catch at the 35. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Yellow Jackets offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they?
Fires into traffic, intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the 2nd play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Trying to escape and get it himself. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Higgins. Floating away. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's ache.
He's off to the races. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. The field's about 53 yards wide. You got to kick it between those sidelines or else you draw the flag. First down here for the offense. Got his man quickly. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, what a move! Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little stripe down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking.
He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for space. It's Peters. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And to open the second quarter, they'll start with a field goal try. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Right back to the well. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. This quarterback part of their running game. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Yellow Jackets trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. On the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-3.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board.
Fires and picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
The give to the back. At the 20, he's got space. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's run out of bounds. Got a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, they wanted this guy catching the ball on the right side of the field. They could have just lined him up over there, but they didn't that time. He started off on the left side. He crossed the defense and made the catch on the right side of the field.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Ready? Now on 2nd down.
42 Spider.
He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just
Pulls it in inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And he makes the catch inside the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
For the offense.
Now from inside the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss, because that could have been worse.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Setting up the screen. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 20.
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Let's see what he can do with the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Handoff from the gun. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
At the 5-yard line. Now, a 4th down.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at a Legacy Stadium.
The Demon Deacons will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical. They're
running toward the tape. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. bulldozes him. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Good enough for a first down.
To the air, it's Higgins. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the punishment has been extended.
Georgia Tech.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5.
Open runway ahead. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Bulls his way forward.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The give to the back. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got the back over the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. And the Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the ball is picked off. Bringing it back. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They'll throw it on first down. Pressure coming. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They're going to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot
and this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Slips through the line. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
Off he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And the pummeling has started.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
49, Wake Forest, 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Out of the gun, the inside give. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Short gain on the play before he's...
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. And here's the third interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Higgins. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the beatdown has ensued. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a scintillating big play, 83 yards on the touchdown pass. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No,
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. A loose football in the end zone, and the defense there to pounce on it for 6.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Here he comes from his own end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
you're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground and you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still...
And he breaks into the open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll try to do it himself. At the 20, he's got space.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. SMU is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 18 to Clemson. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
And he's dragged down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Peters. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Here we go. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Fires into the end zone. After back-to-back misfires, they're hoping this time's the charm on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing?
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
By the receiver. He's out of bounds at the 34. That's a first down for the offense.
After this, it'll be a wrap.
29 Philly. Arrow.
Going up top on first down. He uncorks one deep. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the route is on. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another